I don't know what just happened here. Updated to your videos. How can I get this off of here? Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to um welcome back to my craziness. Anyway, we were discussing men and dating. Now we're on the subject of, have you been catfished? A lot of you have. A lot of you have been in online relationships only to meet the person and they look nothing like what you thought. You know, they might be extra hairy. They may smell bad or something. Something that you were not prepared for, and you abandon the a relationship because it wasn't what you thought it was. So, if that is you, you are with a whole bunch of people that have been catfished also. I have been catfished once or twice before. One of them was a man, and I should have knew better because his picture was blurry. His picture was blurry, and but I didn't think nothing of it. But this was years ago in my 20s, and his picture was blurry, and so I met him, and he looked 20 years older than his picture. It caught me off guard. He also smoked cigarettes. His lips were black like licorice. And I said to myself, you know what? Not today. And he was like, oh, he said, you pretty. He said, oh, you like what you see? And I'm looking at him like, no, I do not. I do not like what I see. I don't like nothing at all. You smoke cigarettes for one. You know, I ain't down for that. I don't want to be no man that puts that piece of rolled up poison on his lips. I don't want to be with somebody that makes a choice to do that, to smoke cigarettes. So I don't want to be with nobody smoke cigarettes. So he was smoking cigarettes and all that, and I said, you know what? I think this little meeting. It wasn't even a date. It was a meeting. I said, this meeting is done. Because I don't want to talk to nobody that smokes cigarettes. I don't want that. You know, the smell of cigarettes is so disgusting. I don't know how y'all date these people that smoke cigarettes. Hey, whoa, welcome back. I don't know how y'all date these people that smoke cigarettes, smoke crack. I can't do it. Okay? I don't know nobody kissing me with black lips. I ain't with it. Okay? You can't have crusty lips and black lips all at the same time trying to be close to me. That ain't gonna happen. You know, I had to tell somebody they breast stink, to be honest. The man said, you know, we done went out a couple times. Why won't you kiss me or anything? And I said, you want to be honest? He said, yeah. I said, your breath smell awful. It smells like something died in there. You know, it smell like a dead body in your mouth. It smells like a dead body in your mouth. I can't kiss you. I'm sorry. My teeth are not perfect at all. But you know what I do? Brush them. Mouthwash, gargle. I do all that. Okay? I do all of that. And his breath smelled like, you know, we went on a date. We went on date bowling. We went bowling. And that's all I could smell was his breath. And even when he was bowling, when it was his turn to bowl, and he was all up at the bowling thing, that's all I could smell was his breath. I said, golly, what the hell? I didn't know how I survived. Really? I was cute, too. I don't even know how I survived. That whole date, the breath, just eating me alive. And he would come up to me and say, oh, it's your turn. I'm like, man, don't even talk. Just bowl. Shut your mouth. But even with his mouth being closed, I could smell the dead body in his mouth. But he fixed it. You know, he did fix it. Because that was a tragedy. I said, man, what's going on? What kind of breath is this? This is too much for me. I had to tell him. I mean, I wasn't going to tell him at first. I honestly was going to start talking to him. I was going to just, you know, sneak out of the whole thing and just be like, yeah, this is done. But after a couple of dates, I thought he was okay. It was just the breath eating my face alive. So I said, you know what? He asked me to tell him the truth, and I'm just telling the truth. So your breath stink. That's it. You know, honesty is the best policy. Really, honesty is the best policy. You know, it's the best policy. It's good to be honest. And I was honest and upfront and just said, hey, you had two rotten bodies in your mouth. Well, do you need help? Do you need help buying toothpaste or what? What's going on? And then I found out the reason why his breath was stinking. And, you know, that I found out the reason. I just, you know, I had to chill out. I had to chill out. I said, oh. I'm understanding, you know. I'm very understanding. I'm a good individual. You can tell me your issue or problem. I'm not gonna judge you. You know, as long as you resolve it, that's the main thing. Did you fix your issue? Did you fix your problem? That's what I care about the most. I don't care about nothing else. Did you fix it? So yeah, that was a time. But I haven't really been catfished that often. Maybe about 2 or 3 times I've been catfished. Maybe three. I think three. Cause one of them he told me, and this is back in AOL. So everybody was doing meeting up with crazy strangers all the time. We all should be dead, really. To be honest, we should all be dead because everybody was meeting up with strangers. We thought it was funny. I met somebody and he was 3, 4 times the size of me. And when I say he was he was about 450 in poundage. He was about 450. Okay, he had some weight. He had that McDonald's weight on him. He was a big dude. No comment. I don't have no comment. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you nothing else. I can't tell you nothing else about that. I've only dated 3 fat. Well, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say fat. Uh, People bigger than me. I've only dated 3 of them, and I stopped doing that because first of all, 2 bellies rubbing that don't even look right. To be honest. Not in my case. It don't look right. I don't know about other people. Other people, it may work for them, but it don't work for me. Somebody got to be deflated. And so one of the dudes I talked to, not the one that was 450 pounds. One of them I talked to, he didn't tell me. Well, one of my cousins. And this is why you don't do blind dates with friends and family. One of my cousins set me up with this dude. Oh, you'll be perfect for him. Ooh, all that. And I meet him, and he was like 6 times the size of me. Like 6 times. Oh, he was like 6 times the size of me. And he breathed real deep. Deep. Real breathe. His breathing was underwater. That's the kind of breathing his had. He breathed so deep it was like underwater breathing. So all I know is that I found out that he was a different kind of fat, different kind of fat person. I'm a fat person. I don't judge. But he was a different kind of fat person. The kind that carry around snacks all the time. I'm not that kind. I don't have that connection with food like that. That I gotta have a backpack of snacks with me everywhere I go. That's going too far for me. They're going too far. A bag of snacks. I'm not carrying around those snacks. Why? I'm not that kind of fat. I have discipline. I can go 2 days without eating, no problem. I can go 3 days, okay? I can fast, I can intermittent fast, I can do all that. I am not carrying around no food with me. I'm not doing that. I don't eat in my car. You won't see me at the stoplight just slamming my face with fries and stuff. I'm not doing that. So I realized he was a different kind of big person because He had a backpack of potato chips and cheese, that squirt cheese, the cheese that squirt, cheese that squirt. I don't know what it's called. The cheese in a can that you squirt out. He had that and all kind of ho-hos and when I seen that, I said, yeah, this is a different kind of fat right here. But I still talked to him for a second. Then I found out he could barely walk, because I parked my car away from the restaurant door. Why you park so far? Why you park so far away from the door? I was like, man, what are you talking about? And he could barely walk to the door to get inside the restaurant. We went to Applebee's. And then he had told me he needed to lose weight. So when he started to order his food, order his food for Applebee's. He was gonna order a slab of rib, loaded potato, all that stuff. I said, oh no. I said, get him a shrimp scampi and a side of vegetables. He told me he was trying to get healthy. Boy, the look on his face when I ordered that shrimp scampi and vegetables, he got that look. It was like the look like I was the devil. He looked at me like I was the pure devil and was upset. And then a couple of days later, I found out that he was I said, where you been all day? And he said, oh, you have to come and see where I'm at. I pulled up. This man is at the dialysis center. He over there getting the blood rushed through his body from one side to the other. I said, oh my God. I didn't know he was on dialysis. So, and after that, I think it was a few days, and I said, you know what? This ain't gonna work out. I'm sorry. I stopped talking to him. He was on dialysis, and not that was the issue. He was just lazy. He didn't want to do anything. And I can't be with somebody that's lazy, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't be with somebody lazy. So that was the end of that. So I've only been with a few big guys. But I can't do it again. I can never do it again. I'm gonna need somebody that's slim thick. Not thick, but slim. I'm gonna need him slim. He gotta be like 99 pounds or something like that. I need me a 99. If I talk to somebody, they gotta be at least 99 pounds, 2 ounces. 99 pounds. And I don't care about the optics. I don't care what it look like. But the man I talked to got to be at least 99 pounds. 99 pounds, 2 ounces, and 4 cups. Hello, Paramaripo. How you doing? Welcome. Good evening. Welcome to the evening show. Did you go to... I ain't went to no bathroom. What are you talking about? Okay, let me go to the bathroom. I'll call y'all back.